I paid $50 for a 2-bedroom for my family of 6 with the help of your tax dollars. Thank you very much.
Just got home and this letter was in the mail. I just lost my housing, y'all. My freaking housing.
Sometimes putting your private life on display comes with unexpected consequences. Today, we're looking at shocking moments where people lost the advantages they once had. And trust me, it only gets crazier from here.
So I got a letter from DHS today. They're trying to tell me that I have to sell my 2024 Range Rover that I just bought. Okay, I put $10,000 down on this car, my dream freaking car. And they're trying to tell me if I don't sell it, because this is considered a big asset, if I don't sell it and get rid of it, I will lose my $4,000 food stamps, my $2,000 cash assistance, my Section 8, my disability, and my kid's disability. So pretty much, if you are on government benefits, you can't drive nice things. You can't have nice things. They literally want me to sell my car, my Range Rover, that I have wanted all my life, if I want to keep feeding my kids. They're literally taking the food from my children's mouths because they know I can't work. I cannot work. It's been 13 years, okay? 13 years. Over a car? Over a Range Rover? Are you kidding me? This is what they're doing to us. This is what they are stripping our...
Putting $10,000 into a luxury SUV is only the beginning. Payments, insurance, and maintenance can add up quickly. So spending that much while depending on large monthly benefits definitely raises questions about financial priorities.
For Section 8 for the southern states in the month of November, yes, the federal government just reported that the southern states will not be receiving food stamp benefits or Section 8 benefits in the month of November. And I have mixed emotions about this because I know some people really, really need this assistance. But at the same time, most motherfuckers is just abusing the system. Most motherfuckers do really need this. They just go out having motherfuckers kids just so they can draw motherfucking food stamps. And nobody told y'all to lay down with all these motherfucking deadbeat baby daddies and keep having all these motherfucking kids and knowing they wasn't gonna help you take care of them or support them, but you was just doing it to get motherfucking government benefits. So, you know, it's a mixed emotions. It's a mixed bag, man. You have some people that really need it, but a lot of motherfucking people is just abusing the system. So I really don't know how I feel about this, but now y'all might get off y'all's motherfucking ass and actually do something because you're being forced.
To be fair, his argument does make sense. Assistance is meant for people who genuinely need it, so seeing those benefits used questionably can be frustrating. It also raises concerns about whether those who truly need help are getting enough support.
Getting no job. If you go get a job, they're going to take my Section 8. Then you won't be able to get no Section 8. You're not going to get no job. They're going to count your income against my Section 8 and my link card. You're not working. No. So I don't care what you got to say. I don't care how you feel. You're not working. You're not going to get a job. You're not going to school. You're not doing none of that shit.
But Ma, I'm saying how I'm supposed to be successful in life, Ma. So you basically telling me I gotta be broke to be successful. I got to be broke so I can get Section 8.
You got to be broke so the government can help you.
So the government can help me. So you telling me I can't work no job, bro? Like that's like all my friends got jobs and live in nice houses. So you telling me I got to go through the same thing you went through?
If you don't do any of that, they're going to take my Section 8.
How?
And I'm
won't
trying
they be
to tell
like?
you
Won't
that
they
you can go get yours at ease. You can go get
nice house. No, they will look at that and be like, he's doing something and give me a bigger house, Ma. That's what you told me.
Where I'm going to go? I don't have no job.
I can get off your Section 8 and apply for my own Section 8.
Okay, but if you do that, you're going to have to go the hard way. It's going to take long.
So what? That's what I'm saying.
Wait a few months, get on Section 8, find you a nice apartment, go get you a link card. You will be fine. You don't have to sit up and work. You don't have to work no job. The government.
Her stance is definitely questionable. Instead of encouraging her child toward greater independence, the focus seems to be on keeping the financial support coming. That naturally raises questions about whether those benefits are being used as intended.
go get a job and actually afford unsubsidized rent, not being subsidized by the taxpayer. You could go do that. You are literally choosing not to because you want to build your business. Why the are you allowed to leech off the taxpayer?
I'm not leeching off of anybody.
Yes,
and I have tried.
Tried what?
My last job, I had a really bad situation.
Tell.
Where I was interviewing men in particular, and every time I got on the screen with them, they got their little willies out and started whacking him. I'm trying.
What's your try?
I have plans on.
This also raises questions about long-term dependence on financial assistance. If someone is able to work, relying on benefits indefinitely can understandably be questioned. And if she's now ready to get a job, it's fair to ask why she waited so long.
I had to use my debit card instead of my EBT card. It was honestly a humbling experience. You know how hard it was to actually have to pay attention to the prices? What was new to me as well was having to actually look at the prices. So before, I used to be able to just grab it and throw it in the cart, random it, things that I need, things that I don't need, I just throw it in the cart. But now I have to actually pay attention to the prices. And I honestly didn't realize how expensive it was. Budgeting really sucks. So now, instead of being able to buy cookies and chips and candy and sodas, now I actually have to buy food. I can't be buying snacks anymore. No more name brand stuff. Everything has to be great value. You want to know how much these were? $1.98. No more Doritos, no more Fritos, none of that. But like I said, very, very humbling experience, you know? So now I gotta get used to budgeting and
I actually agree with her on this one. Cooking at home and being careful with spending can cut unnecessary costs and make budgeting easier. Small habits like these can add up to big savings over time.
Not on Section 8.
For a 2-bedroom apartment, it will be $3,500.
And do you think Section 8 kind of incentivizes people to stay poor? That way they can stay inside of the brackets to get the cheap housing?
I would say so. It got to be another way. I'll say so. But however, we need Section 8 to survive. Otherwise, how can we do it? And if we make certain amount of money, a little bit of money, more money, then we don't get that support.
Yes.
And it's hard.
It's kind of like twisted because if you do well, then you're going to be paying more. But if you
That's crazy.
If you pay,
I have a bachelor's degree in clinical psychology. If I go to work, a regular job, I won't be getting any help. I could only come out here whenever I got a little time to make extra money to survive.
What's a good day of business like out here?
I'm not going to respond to that.
No, we can't do that for taxes, right? We can't do that for taxes,
No,
right?
I didn't say that.
Now, there's a reason why this lady, despite having a college degree, is working on the streets only accepting cash, and that's because of what's called the poverty trap. And you must understand this about government benefits in Section 8. They were designed to help low-income families afford housing, but there's a catch. Let's say you're a single mom in New York City making $30,000 a year, you qualify for Section 8, and maybe you're only paying $500 a month for rent, while
It's interesting that she has a background in clinical psychology, but earns money in a completely different way. With the right opportunities, that education could lead to a more stable career and greater financial independence than relying on informal income or assistance.
This one is the problem with Section 8. Anybody that watches my videos knows I'm a huge fan of Section 8 property and Section 8 investing. However, I've got to share with you some of the problems that we face with Section 8. All right, problem number one is there's no appreciation that they will destroy a house and feel no remorse moving on to the next one. Number two, there's this level of entitlement that they are owed that they're owed a free house and free vouchers and food stamps and whatever else. They all seem to have pets. Why, if you can't afford rent, can you afford a dog? Number four problem is they are entitled to free legal advice to defend them when they destroy a house like this and fight eviction court. And worse, the tragedy of this whole thing, and the worst part is there is no accountability because she kept her voucher even after destroying my place, fighting the eviction court for 5 months, and she's just going to move on with a voucher with no accountability.
It's easy to blame landlords, but many are just individuals managing a property or two and covering their own costs. When assistance is misused, it can also put extra pressure on taxpayers and people who genuinely depend on these programs.
Work 40 hours a week, 9 to 5.
I don't want to.
There it is. Government, Kansas, Missouri, take away her food stamps right now. Did you just hear that? Take them away. I'm not even kidding.
I will
You
say,
don't want to? F you. That
no,
is not
I really
a choice.
Don't want to.
Huh?
I don't want to.
Then that is not fair. That is not a choice. Subsidies should be there and even more for those who cannot. You can, and you're choosing not to because you do not want to. And I knew the more and more I pushed on it, we would find out that you're doing this because you want to. Straight up, not because you can. Using ADHD and autism? Yes. Is he able to communicate with other people?
Yes.
Okay, then I don't want to hear it.
Maybe.
They're all getting diagnosed with this. If he's able to communicate with people and he's able to do things, and you're right, he probably didn't need the accommodations that you're thinking based on everything you're telling us. The more information is unlocked, the more we're finding out he could probably just go to school.
Well, he is back in regular school now because he was missing things that should have been taught when he was in kindergarten and first grade.
Who would have fucking thought?
And we needed help filling those holes.
Well, you would make more money, by the way, getting a babysitter that could watch 2 hours between school and you getting home. And you going and actually making money like a fucking adult.
What stands out most is how casually she talks about such serious financial issues. Her smiling and laughter make the situation seem even more concerning. Given her age, many would expect more financial responsibility when public assistance is involved.
All the southern states to hold back Section 8 and their EBT benefits, okay? So that means that no Thanksgiving and no Christmas, okay? So therefore, you know what? Whoop-de-doo, okay? Whoop-de-doo. Because let me tell you something, American people. It was only supposed to have been a temporary thing, okay? I'm hearing people all up on this internet here talking about what they're going to do. They was getting $4,200 a month. Oh, what they was going to do. They was getting $1,200 a month in food stamps. But they all on iPhones. You're on iPhones. You're on Android. That's a luxury, okay? To the government, that's a luxury, okay? To the government, you're not supposed to have cable, okay? To the government, there's a lot of things that was not prioritized right on Section 8, because Section 8, was supposed to be on it for 20 years, okay? To get food stamps, was supposed to get food stamps for 17 years. I hear one lady said that she had one child starting on it, but she got 6. How did you do that? Okay, I can understand maybe 1 or 2, the second one slipped out, but you had another 4 more. So my thing is, you don't get no sympathy for people like that, because my thing is, then I hear a lady that was in a wheelchair and she's sympathetic, but then she got 8 children. How you do that? How you lay down in the bedroom and you get 8 children and you're in a wheelchair? I don't understand. So my thing is, it was only supposed to be temporary, okay? So what you got to do, okay, because back in the days, we didn't have no Hot Pockets. Back in the days, we didn't have all this extra foolishness, juices up on the refrigerator, all kinds of cereals. Okay, you got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to oatmeal and you got to go back to cornflakes, okay? Rice and chicken never gets old, okay? You're going to have to go back to cinnamon sugar on buttered toast. You got to go back to the basics. You got to go back to evaporated milk and sugar. That's your milk right there, honey, and put some little sweetener in it. And that's what you got to go back to. You got to go back to the basics. Grilled cheese and tomato soup. That never gets old, okay? You got to go back to Spam sandwiches. You got to go back to liverwurst, and you got to go back to those type of meats and stuff by the bulk, okay? Sardines and cans never get old, and crackers. You've got to go back to the basics, okay? So this is why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from American people, because we've been trying to get it out in the mud. Some of us only have $300 to $500 to last us to the next payday, and we got to divide that into 14 days, and we got to make it do what it do, okay? So that's why you're not getting a lot of sympathy from people who have to work, because we're paying for that. We're paying into that for you guys to live a life of luxury. I've seen people see my nails. I do my nails myself because I cut that out.
I understand her point. Processed food may be convenient, but cooking with basic ingredients at home can often save money and help you control your meals. But stay tuned. The final clip is easily one of the wildest moments in this video.
Does that make you angry? Does that make you shiver in your boots? Does that make you want to punch me in my face? I paid $50 for a 2-bedroom for my family of 6 with the help of your tax dollars. I just wanted to come on here and thank all the taxpayers for allowing me and my children to eat tonight. We have some... Why do you keep dropping your fork? We have some corn on the cob. We have some cube steak and some rice. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. So because of that video I made of my family of 7 living in a 2-bedroom apartment and me only paying $50, somebody on here was so miserable to go report me that now they gave me an eviction notice for 30 days. So now I need a lawyer. Thanks to y'all taxpayers that are so mad that you're paying my $50 in rent for my 2-bedroom apartment for a family of 7. I don't know how y'all even found out where I live. It's a 10-story apartment building. Y'all found out where I live. Y'all contacted the housing people. I don't know what you...
After putting her situation online for everyone to see, things clearly look different once the consequences arrive. It's a reminder that our choices can come back in unexpected ways. If you enjoyed the video, let me know which clip shocked you most. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. See you in the next one.